Man, a lot of people going through some divorces right now. We got another one to talk about. Now, Luther Campbell, old Uncle Luke. Those of you maybe a little younger than I am and you don't know who Luther Campbell was, let me tell you something. He had a group called 2 Live Crew. And 2 Live Crew was getting censored all over the place. Listen, he's the reason why you have a parental advisory explicit lyrics. He's the reason. Because of the lyrics that he was making back in that time period. And people was a little bit more uptight than today. See, the Cardi B's and Megan Thee Stallions wouldn't be allowed. The Kim Kardashians wouldn't be allowed back in Luke's time, right? So he's the one that paved the way for the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions and all these other ones that's out here all raunchy. He's the one that started all that in hip hop a lot. And I'm not saying other groups didn't do it, but he's the one that was, definitely put it all out there, right? But, Luke, with time, you just everybody got their time doing certain things. He move on with his life as well, right? Like anybody else. I don't expect Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion to be 45 years old and still, doing the same kind of things they're doing now, right? Once they get older, they're going to move away from that. Because that's usually a young person's game anyway. That's the way them folks at least try to set it up. But what happened to Luke is that his wife, blindsided him and filed for divorce. Now, Luke, now, it's crazy. He's 59 years old. And, he gave a statement talking about his wife, Kristen, that filed for divorce. He said he was adamant about everything. He said he didn't cheat, he didn't abuse or nothing. So he says, after 12 years of marriage on July 17, my wife decided to file for divorce. He said, it's mind-boggling, hurtful, and a total surprise. He said, I never intended to get married to get divorced. He said, that's not my DNA nor my family's history. He says, I believe in the sacred vows for better or worse. He said, but I have to respect her decision. He said, under no circumstances will there any infidelities nor verbal or physical abuse by me. He said, I'm trying to make peace with her decision as best as I can. He said, it will take time. He said, the most important focus for me now is our son and being the best parent. He said, I can in this situation. He said, most of our family members know about this already. He said, but now I'm at a point where I feel an announcement is necessary to my friends. He said, please understand this is not a nasty split. He said, so I will ask all who are aware not to speak on our personal lives and respect our privacy by staying positive for our son's sake. He is our top priority, Luther Campbell. That's a statement that he had put out. Now, so as he said, he was married to the sister for 12 years, but, she decided to split. And, she can do that. Now, Luke himself has 6 kids outside of his relationship with Kristen. And say the couple shares one together. So that's basically 7 kids that Luke has. But a lot of this has been going on. Like I said, you got the Dr. Dre situation that's going on. Then I've been hearing some I need to look more into it, to Erica Mena and Safari. So there's a lot of people just been breaking up. And, during the time of COVID, they were saying that you had a higher spikes in divorce during the COVID time. And they were saying that people actually had to be stuck in the house with their spouse and with their kids. And sometimes people just wasn't getting along. They get along like being around each other for a couple of hours and leave and everything worked good for them. But you know what? That is a blessing because you need to see who you with. I always say this. If you do not like being in the house with your husband or your wife, then y'all need to figure something out. I mean, me personally, I say I have no problems being in the house with my wife at all. Like I said, we are not only husband and wife, but we are the best of friends. And so we talk, we hang out, we do everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people in your relationship, you need to get a woman or women get a man that you're the best of friends with first. You don't have to leave to go with some guys to have a good time or leave, she got to leave to go with her girls to have a good time. No, you just better have a good time just with each other, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to hear this, that happened to them. And that's good. He said it's not nasty because a nasty divorce is always horrible, man. That's a bad thing. So like Dr. Dre's divorce, for instance, that's nasty. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with old Uncle Luke. He going through a divorce. Like I said, I hope, everything works out for both of them. And like I said, as long as they keep it, clean and I hope the family members or whoever else respect their wishes, not be talking on their personal business.